here we go. In those days we were single, and we lived them one by one. Now we hardly see them, they don't walk, they run. But I got plenty left, I've set my sight on. Don't wait up, leave the light on, I'll be home soon. 'Cause I've been left for dead before, but I still fight on. Don't wait up, leave the light on, I'll be home soon.
Good evening, I'm Jim Olson from Signature Sounds. Welcome back to the Parlor Room. It's Thursday night and time for another in our series of 25th anniversary live streams that we've been doing all winter long here at the Parlor Room. And it's the last live stream of the winter as we get to move on to spring. And tonight we have our good friend Matt Lorenz joining us, the Suitcase Junket.
Thank you for having me.
Minus the junket part, I guess.
Yeah, I'm junketless. The band is, on vacation, I guess.
In storage, perhaps?
Yeah. The van has turned into basically a storage unit, and that's where they're all living. They're hanging out, having a fine time. They're all working on their own records,
Seriously, have you, since this broken net, did you get it out every once in a while and do it just to make sure you remember?
Yeah, I did. And I did a few shows in the beginning, in the middle, and then, my partner and I had a kid, and the music room is still a music room, but it's more just a piano and kid stuff now. So I'm building a studio out back, and until then, it's sort of quiet time in the house.
Well, you had to either get a dog or have a kid, so perfect.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. The pretty good silver lining for me being able to be home for so much of his first, year or so.
His name is Ezio?
Ezio.
Ezio. Nice. Is that a family name?
Sort of. It's kind of a mashup of my grandfather and Christina's grandfather's names. Nice. So a lot of Italian flowing.
Yeah. What kind of guy is he? What's the vibe?
He's pretty goofy. He likes to make you laugh. Yeah, mm-hmm. So far he's like pretty relaxed and goofy, and angry because of the teething.
Yeah, well,
who wouldn't be?
And you were saying that he's kind of maybe getting ready to kind of make a
we're
move?
Scared. He's starting to look like he's ready to crawl, and I start getting down on his level and looking around the house, thinking we're not ready for this. I'm gonna have to crawl around with him for the first day and just like, okay, tape up that outlet. I guess we have to start sweeping now. There's a lot of dog dust bunnies, dog hair dust bunnies, that is.
Have he and Scribner kind of come to an understanding? Are they all right?
Scribs is great with him. She when he first came home, she got up on the couch, give him like a once-over sniff, give him a kiss on the cheek, and then, took off. Nice. And that's sort of still her vibe. It's like, you're good, I'll lick you. Once you start carrying food around, we're going to be real friends,
That's awesome. Well, thank you for doing this and for being here, especially since it's during maple sugaring season.
Oh, yeah.
Matt is famous for his gold here.
Oh, yeah.
And he brought me some today, so I'm psyched. There'll be French toast soon. How's the sugaring going this year?
It's good. It was a couple
of... the season yet? Is it far enough along that...
It was a really strong first 2 weeks, and then it got really warm and really cold, and so it slowed down a little, which is kind of nice, and hopefully it'll kick back in. It'll either be a super long season or it's over already. It's kind of hard to tell, but...
Well, it's amazing that you keep it up with a young child around the house, and Do you strap him on and go out and empty the buckets and that whole thing?
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. When he gets cranky, he tends to chill out when you take him outside. So he's been collecting sap with me. That's how I've been getting my workouts.
Nice. Well, not only did you release a child during this pandemic, but you released a new album.
Yep.
The End is New.
The End is New.
Which was the perfect album title for this period of life.
It worked out, yeah, definitely. The whole releasing it during a pandemic wasn't ideal, but the writing was sort of timely. So
Yeah. And you're working again with Steve Berlin.
yeah, that was
who I love. I mean, that guy, he's like a shaman or something.
He really is. Yeah,
he looks like a shaman.
He does, and his presence, he's got a powerful presence and just such amazing ears. Most of the record was made while he was on the West Coast, which presented a whole sort of slew of difficulties, but turned out all right.
Oh wow! So it was sort of long range production, kind of.
Yeah, we did the first week of getting basic tracks in February of last year, and then March was mid-March was our next session. So we were, looking back now, it feels crazy that I was even in the studio with Justin over at Zone Lab. But
during the scary times.
Back then, it was just like wash your hands.
Right.
There was no mask stuff yet. So
oh man,
it just keeps getting weirder.
Yeah, and you had Jay Mascis come in and play on your record.
Yep. Again, it would have been cool if he came in. He did it from home. But
I was imagining the jam session of you two.
Gosh, I know. Me too. Yeah, me too. When the idea came up, it was like, oh, that'd be great. And then,
maybe down the line that can happen.
Yeah. He really ripped it on that one, and it's such a heavy tune. I thought he really put the feels into it.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the Suitcase Junket here in the Parlor Room for the Signature Sounds 25th Anniversary live stream series. Go for it, Matt.
Cheers. Thanks, Jim. Congratulations.
From home, and I don't have any boat. She ain't waiting quiet and cold. No, she ain't quiet and cold. Oh no, she's keeping warm, I know. Us alone. Death, dawn, water, fire, and stone, water, fire, and stone. There's a wind that's blowing me back home. Oh, and I'm riding, I'm riding on. Yes, I'm riding away from home, and I don't have any boat. No, I don't have any boat. But I don't have any boat. No, I don't have any boat. Ooh, need to go. Since time has passed, the light won't last. But I'm gonna use it till it disappears, and I might stick around for 100 years. Gonna hitch my wagon to a dying star. Gonna hitch my wagon to a dying star. Never get directions when I'm traveling far. Hitch my wagon to a dying star. Collapses and the outside grows into a photosphere. It's a giant thing in a fiery ring. The shell blows off and leaves a door, a neutron star in a big black hole. Gonna hitch my wagon to a dying star. Gonna hitch my wagon to a dying star. Never get directions when I'm traveling far. Hitch my wagon to a dying star. Yeah. Between it's all ancient light in a finite beam. Gonna hitch my wagon to a dying star. Gonna hitch my wagon to a dying star. Gonna get direction when I'm traveling far. Gonna hitch my wagon to a dying star.
The first record I put out with Signature was this little EP, Dying Star. It was a bunch of extra tracks from the Make Time recording session, and I did pretty well. I think I'm gonna do some more from that record. Some ones that I don't usually play. This next one's called Let Go. It's one of these songs written in direct response to all those tunes that tell you to hold on.
Hold me like a clam, hold me like an alligator, hold me as I am. Hold me while you love me, 'cause later on you gotta let go. So many departures, baby, so many ways to go. So long to somewhere hello. Baby, when you get there, hope that you know to let go. It'll word to spin you, it'll make you sick. Sometimes you gotta let go. Smack you round about the face with a nasty nasty little stick. Let go, baby, let go. Yeah, the train's gonna drag you if you hold on like that. Nobody's trying to tell you how to act. If you don't listen, it ain't gonna stop the show. So the baby let go. 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 Just like a band-aid, baby, rip me right off. You ain't a doctor, baby, I ain't gonna cough. We're lucky for the moment, but later on you gotta let go. In the grand scheme of things, this ain't all that bad. It's not some kind of tragedy, there's no need to be sad. It's all part of my strategy to know when to know to let go. Oh, baby, let go. Baby, let go. Yeah. Baby, let go. Baby, let go. Baby, let go. Saying now, baby, let go. Baby, let go. Baby, let go. Baby, let go.
That song actually, Scribner, the dog, made her musical debut on that song. I did a bunch of the overdubbing of there's horns and strings on the album version of that, and she barked at the perfect moment in the intro to that song. So she lives there now. Here's one that I almost never play, but when this album came out, for a while, people were like, "Yeah, I heard you in Whole Foods." I think that's what it was. It was one of these. It somehow wound up on a Shop Till You Drop playlist, I guess. I don't know.
Anyway will do, as long as I'm with you, as long as you're here. Any route, any road or through strange how my mind arranges its matters, but the state of my heart remains in its simple way untethered. Blade in the hand of your mind cuts right through my bitter rind that is not thick but substantial. And the way the moon leaves rays upon your face there in its wake, if the setting is reverential. Oh, 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 oh. Say oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 here we go. Open all your windows, let the rains fall in. Sit right down and watch the weather wind. Open all your windows, let the rains fall in. Sit right down and watch the weather wind. Well, the wind will rock the pictures off the wallpaper, peeling from the plaster that is crumbling to the floor. Vines climb through the chimney, wrap around the legs of tables, wrap around your skinny ankles, throwing flowers round the door. Open all your windows, let the rains fall in. Sit right down and watch the weather wind. Open all your windows, let the rains fall in. Sit right down and watch the weather wind. Oh, drop by drop, the floor will soften, sagging like a canvas coffin. Sprout in an easy chair, lift the rafters in the air. Oh, the rain. Oh, the rain. Oh, the rain. sit right down and watch the weather wind. Open all your windows, let the rains fall in. Sit right down and watch the weather wind. Yeah. There's a couple live songs that went on that Dying Star EP. One of them was a sing-along. So, you know, feel free to jump in, friends and strangers at home. I'm sure many of you have had the, we'll call it a privilege of doing a Zoom sing-along, happy birthday or something. It's the worst, isn't it? I mean, it's nice to try, you know, but when you've got the thing with those, with the Zoom things is that only like one voice can really come through at a time, so it ends up sounding pretty funky. Well, I hope this is real, 'cause if I've been dreaming, then when I wake from my rest, all my friends will be ghosts, all my loves will be shadows of my own mind exploring itself. That just seems so sad, deceitful and wanting that this whole life I've just been alone. Oh, but I can't complain, for I've seen some beauty, and wherever I wake up, I call my own. Understand my own mind, even if it's all been a smokescreen or a pageant, I still like the way that it's aligned. And the truth don't mean much if it's been a good story. All of the shame, all the glory, all the bones. Maybe all that we are is all we remember But wherever I wake up, I call my own. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Oh, that one makes me miss you guys. There's, yeah. I still feel compelled to speak to you through the ethers here. Another tune that made it on the Dying Star, a live version of it, was a song called Never Leave, Let Me Be, which was the first song off the first record that I put out as the Suitcase Junket back in, I think it was 10 years ago. I think it was 2011 when that one dropped. And it's one of these, well, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, it's one of these songs that is a sturdy song, which is a term Smither uses. Speaking of Smither, I was inspired watching his show the other night, and he's got a few more coming up this week. Watching him was one of the reasons I wanted to try to do the Smither, just to see if the songs and the feet would hold everything together. I've toured a bunch with him and had the pleasure of recording with him and spending a lot of time in a car with him, and he's one of these inspiring people that also you feel like you're learning from all the time. And I don't know, I guess one of the, it's sometimes nice to just put the songs out, sometimes the whole junket pile, I think, can get in the way. I love it. It gives me great joy and fun to make such a ruckus, but sometimes it can be maybe distracting. And I think one thing about Signature Sounds label is just I think the quality of the songwriting of all the artists who are on the label and have been on the label is one of the unifying factors. There's a lot of sort of stylistically different things going on a lot of these different bands and artists, but I do feel like it's one thing that Jim really values, and it's such a great quality to have in a record label. It's fantastic. So for your consideration, what I consider to be a sturdy old song of mine. I would carry you across the ocean wide. I'd carry you across the desert dry. I will carry you upstairs to go to bed. I'll carry you into my dreams instead. Travel well by side. I'll never leave your side. If you let me be by yours, if you let me be by yours. Over my imagination seems so real, as though I know what everybody feels. But I'm not sure I'd even wanna know. And so I let my imagination go. Oh, but this illusion living has its thrill. Oh, some moments it can tend to kill. Oftentimes I wonder what's it mean. Maybe it all comes from what I've seen. But I'll never leave your side. I'll never leave your side. I'll never leave your side. If you let me be by yours, if you let me be by yours. Yeah. All right. We're getting there. Here's one I wrote about my favorite chicken, Jackie. May she cluck in peace. Jackie said that everything was gonna be fine, but I got a feeling that my Jackie is lying, 'cause she done it before. Yeah, she done it before. Just the other day she was talking about walking on the water. I learned to run a high before I could fight, but Jackie says I gotta learn the left, right, like I done it before. Yeah, 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 I done it before. Just the other day I was talking about walking on the water. All the people run around, I said I'm fire to the place. Jackie said they all gotta fall on their face, 'cause they done it before. They done it before. Just the other day they were talking about walking on the water. Yeah. You're praying for time, but it's the same old magical grift on the line, and you've done it before. You've done it before. Oh, no, no, no. Just the other day you were talking about walking on the water.
and roll.
She was wise beyond her years from the hateful acts of strangers, but now she's strangled all her fears at the altar of her shame. He was born as someone else, someone no one thought he should be, but he listened to himself and killed the lie that he once was. The blood of change is hot, and it flows like molten rock down to the source of thought, and it takes some time. But once it's found its place, it cools into stone and stays forever or just a day in the mountain of mind. She got used to all the stairs, getting stronger, always climbing. She knew what she could bear, having lived through what she did. He was always part of her, little memories and moments, shifting thought, a living blur, something close at hand, unreal. The blood of change is hot, and it flows like molten rock down to the source of thought, and it takes some time. But once it's found its place, it cools into stone and stays forever or just a day in the mountain of mine.
Matt Lorenz, the Suitcase Junket, here at the Parlor Room in downtown Northampton. Matt, it is such a pleasure to hear just you and your guitar and your feet and your whistling and your throat singing. And
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It feels weird, not gonna lie.
just seeing you with just like a regular guitar.
I know, yeah, it's funny. It's only a slight upgrade from the the normal old beater, but this one actually has a name on the headstock. You know, someone made it and was proud of.
No, it sounds great.
Thanks.
And really enjoying your kind of trip through some of the records you made for Signature Sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fantastic.
Yeah, it's fun looking at the songs a little bit differently, you know.
It's nice. On these live stream interviews, I'd like to talk a little bit about folks' origin stories about how they got into music. You grew up in Vermont.
Yep.
Was it in town Vermont or like out there Vermont?
It was out there. It was the town itself was, I think, was a 500 people, 1,000 people, something like that, and we were probably a 15-minute drive out of the town center. So just all woods. We had neighbors, but you couldn't see them. They were, half a mile or so on either side, and I definitely think that I guess where you grow up forms you no matter what. But the forest has become a very important place for me. Over the years, I realized that I need to live near the forest.
Right.
And my parents were big music fans, still are. So neither of them particularly played a bunch of instruments, but they always had music playing in the house. And
Piano lessons?
Yep. The free piano came to us at some point when we were kids. Someone was getting rid of it, and my sister is a couple years older, took piano lessons, and I, as soon as she started playing, was moth to the flame. I couldn't stay away. I'm sure my parents thought it was so adorable, but we fought over who got to play the piano frequently.
That's awesome. Were there any like high school bands?
There was a high school band called Red Flannel Hash. It was a rock and roll cover band. Mm-hmm. I played keys and sang and some saxophone. Nice. I was basically the Steve Berlin of that band.
All right. And you and Kate, you later on were in Rusty Bell. Were you like making music together?
There were some pretty funny collaborations during our the most awkward, ages of 12 to 14. We would arrange songs from Les Mis for flute and violin and
wow.
play them, at talent shows, I guess. I don't know where we played them. I guess we would sometimes, I learned to harmonize with Kate singing in the back seat of the car to Everly Brothers tunes, and we knew we wanted to sort of be in a band for a while before we actually were able to pull it off.
Yeah. Well, Rusty Bell, I loved that band. That's how I first got to know you. I think a lot of folks, at least locally here in the Valley, knew you first as part of Rusty Bell.
Yeah, it was great. That last album, Common Courtesy, that David Goodrich produced, I thought was really, really good. And we purposely never canceled the band, thinking that you might as well leave the door open. We were all sort of off doing our own things, but you never know.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, me too.
Anytime the door of the parlor room is open. Hopefully we can put some people in here.
Oh man, won't that be great?
For you to enjoy it.
Man.
So you came to this part of the world for Hampshire College.
Exactly, yeah. And not too far from where I grew up, only an hour and a half or so down the road.
Yep.
And Hampshire was good. It's one of those places that can work for you or not. And I think I lucked out, and I was doing music, but it was more weird. It was weirder. It was, a lot of saxophone, improvised stuff, graphic scores and weird, out there.
It has a reputation incorrectly for being like a school where you can go study Frisbee or basket making or something. But
right, and those things might be true, but you're going to have, if you're studying Frisbee, there's going to be physics involved, It's yeah.
Well, I have to say, there's 3 people in this room tonight that are Hampshire graduates.
Oh, yeah.
And this gives me a chance to give a little plug here to Jared Libby on the sound and Georgia, who's doing all of the many camera work here for this whole series. And every Hampshire College grad that I meet is amazingly talented in different ways and has a whole toolbox of skills, and yourself included.
Yeah, I feel like thank you. I feel like one of the things that Hampshire is, or a nice way to sum it up, is that it taught you how to learn, not necessarily what to learn. Mm-hmm. That sort of and so it really, if you are able to get those lessons, it sets you up to kind of do anything, because if you know how to teach yourself around a subject, then, sure.
Right.
I could do that job.
We need more of that in life in general.
Yeah, flexibility. Yeah,
flexibility and just that thinking. That there's no end game. Keep the learning going.
Right. Yeah. Learning isn't for winning. Same as music, right? It's I won music.
Exactly.
I can retire.
Well, tonight we just oddly are at the 1-year anniversary that we shut things down here at the parlor. It was a year ago that John Paul White played the last show. We closed the door and we didn't know when we would open again. And thanks to Jared and to Georgia and to the rest of the Signature Sounds team, this also marks the 1-year anniversary of the beginning of our live stream series. Within a week, we are up with live streams. And we have produced 87 live stream shows, paid out over $153,000 to the artists who performed in these shows.
Whoa.
And we're going to celebrate all this next week, next Thursday night at this very time at 8 o'clock with sort of a best of compilation of all these live stream shows.
Oh, cool.
So we hope folks out there will tune into that. We hope, of course, they will hit the tip jar in support of the series, in support of the artists as we keep this rolling along.
It's made a huge difference. You know, I didn't do that many streaming shows this year. The Baby, the Weird Headspace, but definitely, you know, the show I did with you guys was such a shot in the arm when it was really necessary, both financially and just sort of emotionally and spiritually to like, it's a weird way to connect, but it's still a really good way to connect.
Yeah, and it's been amazing to watch the evolution of it. You know, at first, those first week of shows were people in their living room staring into the camera, not quite sure what was going on, and everybody was a little freaked out about this whole situation, what it was going to turn into. And it was, you know, at that point, it was community that was just so needed, just to see, you know, to connect in some way.
Yeah.
And it since has become a way, you know, it's going to be strange to think we're going to go back to live music, thank God, but, you know, I think part of us are going to miss this little connection here through the screen.
Yeah, because at heart, we're all pretty lazy in terms of, like, wait, I could get this sense of community and live music and not leave the home? Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
I'm sure it'll keep rolling. And
yeah,
I'm sure you can't wait to get back out there.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I did a couple of outdoor shows in the fall and almost didn't realize how much I had missed it. You know, there's sort of like an empty spot that, you know, you fill your life up with other things or something, and then when it's there, it's it hits you.
Is there anything on the calendar yet? Anything in non-virtual land?
Yeah, I think with Signature Sounds Presents at the winery, I believe. I don't know.
I don't know either. I know it's been
Is that
talked
true?
about.
It's true. I'm getting an affirmative head nod. I'm not sure when we announce.
The month of May, perhaps? Yes.
I think month of May, local show.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. Well, it's so great to have you here tonight.
Thanks for having me. It means a lot.
Let's hear some more music.
All right.
Suitcase Junket.
Let's see here. About us. She was yelling right into my ear, and she smelled like beer. She said, how could you want to be without us? And like everything I thought I knew, it turned half true before I got to think about it. But I learned my lines without it.
day, then why not say by now she was really shouting? Yeah, she was pacing like a raging bull, with a heart half full of hurt and half full of doubting. And like everything I thought I had, it turned half bad before I got to think about it. I was living on a lunar line with borrowed rhymes, and I burned my time without it. These old panamas, they keep me up at night. But then I knew like I knew on the day that we met, like I was leaning on a jukebox looking at Joan Jett, and I heard somebody holler, hey, get out of my dreams. When you see me, baby, please put on your high beams. Put on your high beams. Put on your high beams. Yeah, put on your high beams. 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 Do you really wanna feel this way? Would you rather stay and make this night about us? Oh, what about us? Oh, what about us?
Yeah, that one's from Mean Dog Trampoline. Let's do a few more from that one.
I made some moonshine so I could put it in a song and not feel a fraud. But I still don't have a song about knowing God, or God knowing me. So I made moonshine, and it's just as clear and cold as a mountain stream. And it tastes like a solvent that could clean this old machine. Moonshine, can you tune up the inner workings of my heart? Can you burn off the dust and loosen up the parts that ought to move? I made moonshine 'cause this old machine was slipping out of time, and the syncopated patter of my mind had lost its line. Moonshine, can you root up the inner workings of the years? Can you burn off the tar and loosen up the gears? changing and nothing stays the same. Well, funds are free in this economy. The money comes down and the lenders come up with the health and the stairs and the safety. Dangerous sanitation, leaky windows and loans, attractive terms, the grants will come and go. Categories and definitions, median incomes and strange equations established by a formula. But a mean old dog and a trampoline, yes, a mean old dog and a trampoline, oh, a mean old dog and a trampoline is alright with me, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, it changed a few days ago. Don't worry, we'll get to those. Establish the balance in the home. Yeah, bank for banks, it's supposed to come out. The most exciting one to tell you about is there any interest in Chicopee? Well, there's no ways. Invest in yourself. Commitments and contingencies can test. But as of right now, the figures are revised and it's a real relationship. But a mean old dog and a trampoline, a mean old dog and a trampoline, oh, a mean old dog and a trampoline is alright with me, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's another one from the Mean Dog Trampoline record. The title of the album obviously came from that one. And that song, I think that the title of that song is probably the longest title I have. It's called Scattered Notes from a First-Time Home Buyer's Workshop. Because that's what it is. Took a workshop, took some notes, found the notes, turned them into a song. Other's flames. It was without question, without blame, and the fire said, think you better trust yourselves instead. So with our shoes back on, we decided to be good and gone. Your bike or your roller coaster if you like, but your feathered face was expressionless and hard to place. I said let me in, I've got tons of questions for your kin. You said that's absurd. Oh my kid, I'm gonna am a bird. Up with me. poured our promises into a cup. It smelled okay, tasted just as strong as old brocade. And as time went on, what with laundry, dishes, and the lawn, we declared our peace in that little valley to the east. And you yelled my name, and feel this joy out to the sea. You said, I'm still bedded upon you down to the quill. Lord, yeah, yeah, that you are, that you are, that you are my favorite lady star, lady star, lady star. Oh, lady on white, don't you wake up with me. Yeah. Lady star. That one's off a Pile Driver. There's a funny video for that one where I dance with the dog, if I remember correctly. I guess I'd like to say thank you for being here. And thanks again for having me, Jim, and Signature. Congratulations on 25 years. Pretty amazing. I feel really lucky to have been a part of this. If you let me out, I will come when you call. And if you touch me right, you can have it all over my heart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The heart of a dog. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you whistle high, I will sing for you. It may not be nice, but you know it's true. True to the heart, yeah, yeah, yeah. The heart of a dog, yeah, yeah, yeah. True to the heart, yeah, yeah, yeah. The heart of a dog, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, but spare the choke chain, spare the choke chain, spare the choke chain. I'll stay by your side if you feed me well. Yeah, I'll protect your life. I'll give 'em hell. The hell of my heart, yeah, yeah, yeah. The heart of a dog, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Heart of a dog.
Everything I like, everything I like, everything I like happens at night, happens at night, yeah, it happens at night. There's a word that he never said. She was always so Novocaine, chilled out. He was living up inside his head with a vision of a front porch laundry on the line. But then the sun would go down and the neon lights, well, they'd flicker for a minute, and they'd both start living in the sound of that jukebox superhero. And he's gonna spin it. Everything I like, everything I like, everything I like happens at night, happens at night, yeah, happens at night. Everybody's talking about some new sound, funny, but it's still rock and roll to me. And I spent all my money on a brand new pair of speakers, so I stole that old Billy Joel CD. And at times she was receding into the night, and the dawn on the horizon never feels quite right. But once the sun sinks in again and all the world is dark and dim, and everybody's dressed up for the weekend, and the radio hits your favorite song in 3.5 minutes. Never felt so long. It makes you feel all sick and strong for singing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Everything I like, everything I like, everything I like happens at night, happens at night, everything I like, oh, happens at night, everything I like happens at night, everything I like happens at night, everything I like. Yeah, that song, I wrote the chorus to that song on the road, and it just made me chuckle. Still does. A couple more for you. Wasting time with my mind, 45 RPM, bloody and beating, tapping feet. These four walls are my friends. I'm shaking out what I'm about with loud and mournful songs, lonely days and crowded nights. I'm right when I'm not wrong. Hell is a dreamless life, What is killing your dreams? So I'm breaking up all of the brittle stuff to burn down on the blaze. Effervescent sparks rise up in the black drink of a dead day. And being ain't as easy as I think it used to seem. Tired of myself, I guess. I'm tired of all the things I need. Hell is a dreamless life. Hell is a dreamless life. Oh, hell is a dreamless life. What is killing your dreams? What is killing your dreams? There ain't no potion strong enough to exorcise her demons, but that won't stop her trying. She's got piles of good reasons. Yes, heartbreaking that love lost a new one every season. Does the edge or so she says, plus it's so damn pleasing. So she follows every longing in luxury and laughter, but it leads her into loneliness, lost reeling in the rafters. No one would believe the photos of before and after, least of all herself. Pride's denial's a bitter master. Yeah, but once she's good and loaded, she can ease away in the old days. Memories of good times, unrestricted, wild, weird ways, and how the golden light will linger long after it should fade. back into her glass, her gaze aglow in light lines, and everyone around her for a moment has a real smile. Glory graces every face, sparks the inner child with a deadline crown her. Deadline crown her. Deadline crown her. Well, thanks again, everybody. It's been really nice. Hope to see you sooner than later. Stay safe. Lots of love. Mwah.